Hey everybody, Vicarious Viking here. Welcome to episode 1 of my Let's Play of Darkest Dungeon. This is a really great game, and I've been really itching to play it, so I'm going to do it. I've already played it a fair amount. Real quickly, I'll kind of give a brief rundown of the genre types that it falls into. It's, how do you describe it? It's like an indie, dungeon crawling, turn-based, tactical... it's really hard to describe this game. It's like a 2D horror-themed, Lovecraftian-themed party management XCOM type game. You know what? Why don't we just explain it as we go? That's the best way to do this. I went ahead and got all my audio and everything set up to what I think is acceptable. I left the narration voice a little bit higher than everything else so that you guys can kind of hear him when he chimes in. And he's got an awesome voice. He's got one of the greatest voices in video game narration, right up there with the Bastion guy. So, okay, enough talk. Andrew, let's jump into the game. This is I've played more than this. I had a file, okay, true story, I had a file I was like 26 weeks in, lost nobody. To the point where I was like, I thought it might have been like broken for me and that my guys just couldn't die. I avoided so many death blows. I was like, do they die? And then my brother started a game and he died a lot. And I've done other games now where I've lost people. That's all gone. I formatted. I didn't take my save progress over. No big deal. We're going to start a brand new one right here. And we are going to call it, by the way, the Darkened Heart Estate. 10 points if you can guess what that is a reference to. We're going to call this one the Vicarious Viking Estate. The most vicarious. I don't believe vicarious is actually a word, but that's okay. It is now because I'm making it one. Ooh, I'm going to be quiet for this because it's cool. I might talk a little. It's short,
dude. You arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places.
Tenebrous,
there is
good
a
word.
Sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road.
I believe it means dark.
And on its
dark
writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
I love the cutscenes in this game. They're super cool. Everything about it, the writing, the narration, the music, it's just all top notch. The visuals as well, just the art style overall, I find to be some of the best. So we are on the old road. We're going to find our way to the Hamlet. This is just explaining map navigation, which I already know how to do. This is us down here where the torch is. These are rooms, the big ones. These are hallways, and these are rooms. And the ones pulsating are ones that we can move to. And obviously this is the only one. By the way, this is our inventory. We have a little bit of food. Not really going to be needed for the tutorial room, though.
Run up these lanes. Keep to the side path.
I actually feel like I should turn the narration up
ahead.
a little bit more. That's explaining movement again. Let's keep them cranked, because I like them. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Okay, narrator. So we're going to fight...
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion.
One guy. I thought it was always two here. Alright, so this is the game. And this is what it's like when you're crawling through dungeons, which is a good chunk of the game. There's a bit of TAM management as well. This is my torch up here. The higher the light, the better for surprising enemies and your scouting chance. But when it's low, you have an increased chance of crits and you get better loot. But the enemy also has an increased chance of crits and surprising you. There's a lot of different classes in this game, and they all have different abilities. And it's really cool. If you take a look on the left, right under the word, or right above the word smite, over on the left, the yellow circles show what position my guy needs to be in to do that ability, and the red circles on the right show what positions the enemies have to be in for me to be able to hit them. So I'm going to be in the front lines with this one of the front 2 of 4, obviously, and I can hit frontline enemies. And obviously, since there's no people behind me, it always counts like the closest ones. So if there's only 2 people in the party, you're always going to be in the 2 front lines. He bled to death there.
Size alone does not dissuade
and died, and I got $100 for my victory. And we are going to continue on. There's a really neat mechanic in this game also called stress. If you're familiar with this game, you know all about this, but just on the off chance that you're not, there's also things like this you can come across while you're going through the dungeons, which are just objects that you can interact with, and sometimes you can place things in here. You'll see optional dragon item here to use it on this object. When you can do that, things here will be, they won't be darkened like how these are, and it kind of lets you know that you can use something, but it doesn't necessarily let you know that that thing will work, because there's a lot of things that are just kind of a waste of time. The brigands left valuables. We have some treasure. Yours for the taking. So we got some money. We got some citrine. Yellow like fading hope. Excellent. Okay. And to the next room we go. You just click on the door, as you saw me do. We've been surprised. Which, usually when you get surprised, as you can see, mixed up our ranks a bit, which is not the best. I can't do these two now because I'm not in the right position. But that's fine. We'll just beat the crap out of this guy, I guess. The tutorial for this game is pretty short, and it'll be over here in just a moment's time. And then after that, I'll probably do a proper dungeon. And that'll be that. I'm kind of tired. It's 2:30 in the morning. I don't even know why I'm still awake. But I am. This guy's getting down there. He might, with enough bleed damage, that might be enough to kill him. He's up to, he's only up to 2. So he'll get another shot in. But that's fine with me, really. This should do the trick. Oh, by the way, it tells you underneath what type of attack it is. It's a melee. The ACC base is basically your chance to hit. The higher that is, the better. And I do an additional 15 damage to monsters of the unholy variety, which neither of these guys are. You can see some of the stats here. It shows that this guy's a human. Speed 1, dodge 0, so not good dodge, not great speed. And under that, it shows some resistances, and it actually shows you under that like hero to hit. So I have an 80% chance to hit. I have a 5% chance to get a critical, and the damage is 6 to 13, even though it says my damage is 7 to 13, but maybe has a little bit of protection or something. I'm not sure, but I just critted him in the face. Anytime you crit, your stress goes down, and you'll see you get that little gold ring above your head, and that's when you know that you're losing some stress. Your stress is marked down here in the bottom. These white, well, these black boxes that fill in with white kind of indicate how stressed you are, or you can just hover over it, and that will let you know your HP and your stress level. Of course, the red bar above the boxes is your HP level. That not quite enough to kill him, but he's dead now.
The bigger the beast, the
excellent.
The
we got wow, this is the best tutorial level I've ever done. Rifling through the corpses reveals $550 in gold. This thing, which is a 20 chance to bleed skills, 10% bleed resist, and -2 to crit, which actually doesn't seem that great. I will take it anyway. So the quest has been completed. We can exit the dungeon now, or we can open this trapped chest, which we can only assume is going to be bad. Something doesn't look quite right with this one. Open the chest, it's trapped. That tutorial chest is always trapped, probably just to let you know that, don't open trapped chests, because it's a bad idea. Unless you have a key, which of course we didn't. So, let's get out of the dungeon. This is just kind of our victory screen, and it shows us everything that we've collected. No heirlooms, but we got 5,000 gold for beating this dungeon. And we got a good one and a bad one. So these things, I don't know if you get these if you don't click on that little mask, but I always click on them anyway, because I'm always going to want to know. So +1 speed if health is below 50, not that great, but really not that bad. And Dismas here believes he's possessed by demons, and he's also thick-blooded, which gives him a +10 blight resist. Excuse me, blight resist. We're going to return to town, and I'm going to rename these guys. I'm a little tempted to keep them as Reynold and Dismas, because that's what they always are at the beginning.
They are yours now.
I'm going to not read any of that. It's just explaining how the town works, which I will go over a little bit. The graveyard is where fallen heroes go. Nobody's dead yet. And the stagecoach is your hero lifeblood. In my own words, it is what you need to recruit these 2 heroes to fill out a party of 4. Oh, yeah, I'll need to recruit 2 heroes. Yeah, okay, anyway. This is just where we recruit new heroes. There's been a recent update to this game, and there's you can change their palettes and stuff now, which just came a week or 2 ago. Something like that. Anyway, you were green. I'll leave you at green for now. Blue it. Let's take a look at these guys. We had to grab them both anyway, but she's scattering, which is -5 damage, and she's calm, which is -15 damage in the first round. So she's terrible, and definitely not keep her. Also, she only has party heal. She doesn't have divine grace, so that's not good either. Cavalier is also really bad. He doesn't have the stun, blinding gas, and he doesn't have incision. Yep, he's pretty terrible. A shocker, negative 10 stun resist. Eagle Eye's good though. I don't really care about the camping skills. I don't really know a whole lot about them, but I do know that both Cavalier and both Bluette will probably not be on this team for very long. So the stagecoach is where we recruit our heroes. It's where we just got those two, obviously, and you can upgrade all of the buildings in the town, and there's a few of them, and they all do a few different things that we'll kind of get to as we progress through the game. So we can increase the size of our roster to 11. You'll see 4 out of 9 right up here. Also, you can organize these guys in different ways now, which is another thing that just came recently. So we can increase it to 11, and there's a cost associated with all these upgrades. Usually it'll cost 4 scripts and 4 crests, or 4 deeds, excuse me, and 4 crests. Or we could increase the stagecoach network, which increases the number of recruits available for hire. The change will take effect after you return from your next quest. So we're going to increase the number of available heroes to 3, and we might even increase it to 4. And we'll do the hero barracks not now, because we don't need to worry about it yet, because we're only at 4 out of 9. And even if we take all 4 guys next week or whatever, yeah, we'll only be at 8 out of 9. I'll probably get rid of these people as long as I can replace them with better versions of their classes. This guy, by the way, is a Plague Doctor. As you can see, a Seeker Plague Doctor, and a Seeker Vestal, and an Apprentice Highwayman, and an Apprentice Crusader. I think this has to do with their level, like Apprentice because he's level 1, Seeker because level 0. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, oh, by the way, I should mention that I'm not really that great at this game, and I will probably lose some guys, and I might rage out. I hope I don't, though. I will try. I will try not to. So that's really all we can do right now in the town. More of these will unlock as we progress through the missions and stuff. And as you upgrade them, they start to look a little better, and the holes get patched up and all that good stuff. I think, anyway. And if that doesn't happen yet, I think it does, though. But in any case, let's go ahead and do our first.
Your work begins.
I just wanted to let the narrator talk for a moment. Let's go ahead and do our first proper dungeon. Could not find ID for event. Oh, the usual suspects. I wonder if that's a reference to the awesome crime mystery drama from the 1994, I think, starring our good friend Kevin Spacey. This is a really great movie. I don't know if I would call these guys usual. They're pretty unusual. They're very, very weird. Names. Whoa. Let's slow everything down here. Before we jump into this dungeon, I'm going to call this guy Andrew, but I'm going to spell it funky, A-N-J-R-U, because it's all, it's got that, I was about to say steampunk, but it's definitely not that, but it's just got that whole, old school medieval horror Lovecraftian, whatever you want to call it, thing. So I'll name this guy, this mask will become Matthias, or is that Matthias? M-O-T-H, yeah. That's my brother Matt, but I call him Mo. So this guy, Matthias. Who else do we got? Plague Doctor. Who do I name you after? Cavalier. I believe Plague Doctors are ladies. I don't know many lady people. I know that I'll name this Seeker Vestal, Allison with an I, because that makes it nice and as theme-fitting as I can. And I know with all of this naming stuff, a lot of people are going to want, people, commenters and subscribers and stuff. Oh, name them after me, which I might do. But I think first I'm going to get through real people that I know, which I like doing because it makes me want to keep them alive better. Not that I wouldn't want to keep them alive if it was named after, one of my subscribers or something like that. But I just like getting the real personal friends in my life. Oh, Naomi. I have a friend, and she's a girl, and her name is Naomi. I have no idea how you're even supposed to spell it, but that works for me. So we're going to the ruins. There's a few other regions they'll unlock. Well, at least the Warrens and the Weald will. the Cove and the Darkest Dungeon will be added in a future update. Okay, so, and over here, I should kind of go through this. These are going to be the rewards for completing the dungeon. It is a short dungeon, and the goals are to complete 100% of room battles. Everyone's good, low on stress, brand new team. It'd be cool if you could like name the teams yourself, like if I these 4 guys, and I could call them, you know, whatever I wanted, my own personal name. I really like that though. Apparently, a lot of these like different 4-party combinations have different names now. I like the usual suspects. It makes sense because it's always your first team of 4. Pretty usual. So this is the provisioning screen, and what you want to do here is buy things like torches and food, which I'm doing. Probably at least 1 shovel, maybe a key, sometimes 2 shovels. I probably didn't need 2, but I could maybe go with a couple more torches, but I think 8 food is going to be fine. Sometimes you might want 12 or so if you're doing a short dungeon, because food is really random, and if you don't have enough of it, it can be pretty bad. So it's kind of good to over provision on almost all of these things rather than unprovision. Same with the shovel. If you don't have enough and you get like, you know, more blockages than you have shovels, you're going to regret it because it jacks up your stress. I haven't even really talked about stress yet, 16 minutes into this video, but it's because it hasn't really been too pertinent. I might as well go up this way because we haven't got too stressed out yet. Ooh, the pack has a map inside, and it's there's a fight up this way too, by the way. That looks like an empty room. That could be a blockage right there. I think that's what they show up as on the map, like things that you need shovels for. Empty hallway. Oh, why didn't the scouting find that? I don't really know, but we're gonna open some veins on this mother effer right here. And I just realized this is all very smooth. I wanted to record some gameplay of this before, but we might be able to kill this guy with Blight/Bleed. 3 + 2, and he's got 5 health. That should be exactly enough. Yeah, before I got my video card back, which I only did like a few days ago, he's dead. Yay. I wanted to try to record this because I thought that I could, but I couldn't with just my CPU. It made it go crazy slow. Allison can stun one of these enemies, and I suppose it doesn't matter which one. I'm going to go with this guy, though, because he has the most health. And then I'm going to... I might be going through this a little bit quick, actually, for you guys. But and if I am, I do apologize. But open vein is a nice attack, and it does always... I think it always bleeds, which is good. Oh, taking a big shot. Not a big deal. What are you, 2 damage? We're actually going to miss this guy entirely with our Blight. And what I'm thinking is we have an attack with the Crusader called Zealous Accusation. And it can hit the front 2 guys, which is why I didn't bother killing that guy, because I knew that was going to take him out. We could do the big heals. There's a chance that we might stun this guy again, though. I'm going to just do the big party heals. I wish she has another heal that you can usually have, where it heals 1 person 3 to 5. But I don't have it. Stun him, stun him, stun him good. Good job. I'm proud of you. Here, let's just be as min-maxy as possible and give this guy 1 health. And this should take him out if we don't miss, which we did not.
The enemy crumbles.
The enemy has crumbled. Goodbye, enemy. So, things that can give you stress is enemies getting crits, torchlight getting low, and if your stress level reaches 100, the heroes can become afflicted, and when they become afflicted, a number of bad things can happen to them, and most certainly will, unless the rare chance that a good thing happens. And some of the afflictions are like hopeless, and then they'll skip turns and other things, and anytime they get afflicted, there's others too. There's, let's go with this guy, hopeless, there's masochistic, there's paranoid. There's really quite a bunch. I was hoping that was going to kill him. Oh, but she's got that thing where she has terrible damage the first round, so that will probably never happen. This guy needs to die. Speaking of stress, basically that's what this guy's kind of there to do, is to try to stress us out really bad. And stress can be some of the worst things, almost worse than damage, I find, a lot of the time. Because if they start freaking out, they do things like skip turns, or they just hurt themselves, and it can get a little bit on the real annoying side, and they talk a lot too, which kind of detracts and slows down just the flow of the fight sometimes. Look at that, 15 stress and out of 100, so it can get up there pretty quick if we don't take care of this guy, which hopefully we do with my Crusader in just I maintain faith that he won't miss, so I'm going to try to stun this guy. Don't let me down, self, and zealously accuse this guy for at least 4. Oh, that's not at least 5. That's not good. I'm not happy. You know what? Let's just give him one grape shot blast. He's done for. That actually healed a little bit of stress, which is good for him because he was feeling pretty stressed out. Skeletons have really good bleed resist, as you can see. It's 100% down there. Their blight resist, so quite a bit less good. So, bam, smashy, smashy. Resisted the stun, but if this kills him, he won't even get to go. And so far, this is going pretty good. So, I find my weakest point in this game, actually, is stress management. I find I'm always spending a lot on unstressing the guys in towns at the tavern or at the Holy Chapel church place there. We had to backtrack a little bit, which is fine, but sometimes enemies can pop up on the way back. So we're going to obviously go this way, and we got at least 2 fights coming up. And a little bit of a ways to go yet. We have a hunger event. These seem to happen randomly. The exertions of adventuring have produced a growing hunger amongst the party. So we can eat 4 food and we gain 5% of our health, which is pretty good. Okay, so there's a trap here. This tells me what they do and what they are. Sometimes you don't even ever see them and you don't have a chance to try to disarm them. If we right-click and get up our character sheet, I guess, for the guys, you can see I have a 10% trap skill, which means a 10% chance to disarm it. Naomi has a 15% chance, still not that great, and Allison has literally a 0% chance, which is pretty bad. But Matthias here, 15 or 30% chance, bam, disarmed as well, which is quite nice. So let us continue forward, and in we go. But yeah, I find my stress management can sometimes use work in this game, and I'm not sure the best way to deal with it. So sometimes these things are obviously not things that you should probably fuck around with, like an Iron Maiden, a rusty Iron Maiden stand against the wall, clasped shut. If you don't know what it is, it's an ancient torture device, and the inside of that has a bunch of spikes. And I don't know, I guess they killed people and tortured them with it back in the day, which is messed up, but also a great band. So it's okay. So there's a good chance this will be bad. I'm going to do it anyway. There was stashed loot. That's good. And I'm going to take it all. We got some crests and some busts. You can see they have purple outlines just to indicate kind of that they're things for upgrading your town. The things in gold outline are obviously things that are valuable and give you money. These guys were surprised. You can see they have this little icon above their head, which is great. We could grape shot blast, but I think we're better off just trying to kill one at a time. The damage that I can do to this guy here is 49. Why don't we actually miss entirely? That's a good idea. Who do we want to stun? Who has a lower stun resist? 38, 0. Well, that guy's probably just going to die, actually. As long as our good friend me gets his hit in. Why don't we blight him? Because my damage is 6 to 12. So anyway, good chance. And that good chance worked out for us because he's now dead. This guy's stunned. So if we can take this guy out before he gets a chance to attack, we could be in a good position. That didn't happen, but he dodged it. Matthias did, which is nice. And 3 damage. Now, does this stack? Like, let's find out if he doesn't resist. He did. Oh, yeah, now it's 6 damage. Oh, that's fantastic news. 13. Why don't we won't be able to kill both of them, but this guy I think has slower speed. Speed 0, speed 5. There we go, actually. So I'm gonna smash this guy real good. He's been stunned, and now we can beat this guy down. Awesome. It looks like we're not even gonna take a hit. So good, great. I'm actually doing well so far, but we're only a few rooms into the dungeon. Anti-venom, which is used to counter blights, poisons, and toxins. I could have bought some when I was provisioning, but I didn't really see the need. What's in the box? The crate contains stashed heirlooms. Take it all. By the way, this guy is always a kleptomaniac, which means prone to stealing items. And I think just every once in a while, he'll search something automatically, and you just won't get it, and it kind of just disappears. So 2 stress mother effers. Tempting us with their tempting goblets of temptation. Oh, that hurts. That's 20. That's a 5th. If that happened 5 times, I'd be max stress. We could grape shot, or we could pistol shot, or we could take aim. Let's just try to shoot him. 5 is not amazing. Actually, we should try to maybe kill these guys quick and get these guys up to the front lines. This guy has a really great stun attack, but of course, I don't actually have it. Disorienting blast isn't really gonna do anything for me. Wish there was a way to kind of deal. Ooh, missing is bad. Kind of deal with these guys quicker. Because otherwise the stress will get out of control really quickly. And it's not good. Judgment? What do we damage? Negative 20. I'm only going to do 2 to 4 anyway. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, well, never mind. Why is this low? Well, you'll see things in red here, which means that they're lower than they should be. And they'll usually explain it, and you'll see them if they're in yellow. It means that they're higher than they should be. Okay, let's kill a bone rabble, or just go big on the misses. I mean, there's a small chance that we can like get a crit and just waste his entire life, which would have been great. Not the case. Oh, poor Allison. She's feeling the heat. You, do something. Good job. Good job, you. Did something. I find Plague Doctors can be a little bit on the not super useful side. This guy's taking some hits. Okay, you will be judged. And you will die. Now this guy, 5 out of 8. So what I think we should do is, oh, he's going to take a swing at me, do 2 damage, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. That should take out the first guy, and this guy should be dead very soon. Hopefully Matthias can get the kill in right now, but he doesn't seem to know how to aim. So yeah, damage 3 out of 7 because of scattering. Yeah, because this is a ranged attack. Now this is a party heal, which heck, I don't really see the point. Oh, ooh, this heals me for 3 though, actually. But I don't need it because max health. All right, let's just smash him real good, like with our mallet. He's been stunned. We can now heal you for the big 1 HPs. Hooray! This will also cure, or have a chance to cure. Well, you can't see it now, it's gone, but it has a chance to cure Blight and Bleed, and the chance is like 70%. That heal a little bit of stress. This guy's not stressed at all. That's a lot of money. And the Jade is dull green like rotting flesh. Something interesting about this game, guys, is it's locked. We're going to use a key on this ornate sarcophagus because it is locked. The skeleton key opens the sarcophagus, revealing the treasure within, or whatever it says. We got a portrait, 4 crests, $25. Not bad. Why don't we, because we got the torches, why don't we use a couple? So we only have 4 food left, so we're hoping in the next 3 rooms we don't run into 2 hunger events, which there's a good chance that we won't. And this pack is going to contain loot, which is good. I didn't really know that for sure, but we definitely brought more than enough shovels. And I can interact with this stack of books or use something on them, but I don't really think there's any point. Burning the book's probably not the wisest choice. This could be good, this could be bad. Has a lasting effect, and I think that was the bad one. Quick draw, excellent, that was a good one. What's quick draw? +4, oh man, this guy's on top of things. God-fearing, though, which doesn't seem too bad. Will only pray for stress relief, and he's a kleptomaniac, which we already know. So as I was going to say, while we fight these maggots that are surprised, which is great, I will tell you guys a story. There is the person who did the music for this game is the bass player for the Tea Party, who are just a great, awesome Canadian rock band. If you haven't seen them, or if you don't know who they are, I guess, look at this. Bam, done. Easiest fight ever. Check him out. The singer, I can't remember his name, but he's got just a really cool voice. And they're a great band. They were really popular in the early 2000s and kind of mid to late 90s in Canada. And I don't know if they're too popular anywhere else, with the exception of Australia, oddly enough. I know that they had a pretty decent fan base there. Let's just try to take out these front lines, Ians, as quick as possible. And I honestly think the best way is to grape shot, which didn't actually work out for me. This guy's getting pretty messed up. Why? Look, they're all just picking on Matthias. This is terrible. Like, attack other people. Okay. Cut him down to size. Crit 28. That's nice. Anyway, the bass player for the Tea Party did all the music for this game, and he obviously did an excellent job because it's really great. I should be maybe healing, but she's got such a bullcrap heal. This guy's gonna heal like 1 HP each time, so I don't even see the point. He might die. That's bad though. I don't really want Matthias to die. So Matthias, don't die. It's hard to know what to do here, actually. I'll just do this, and ooh, what is going on, Matthias? All the misses, which we don't want to see. I saw the Tea Party live this summer, actually, and they were great live. They just got back together. They broke up in the 90s. Or no, it was in the 2000s as they broke up, and it was like 9 days before I was supposed to go see them. So I was, needless to say, pretty disappointed. I know this seems weird, but I'm going to heal this guy for 1 measly HP because I guess I'll do this as well. and that'll heal him for another measly HP. It's going to take... Oh, I didn't think this guy was going to get to go. Oh, it's okay because he dodged anyway. Here's what I wanted to do. That. And it worked out for me. Now we got to kill this son of a bitch real quick as possible. Big crits. Oh, but he's bleeding, but it's not enough. Oh, he resisted it. Oh, knife in the dark. No, Matthias. You have the worst HP. Why? Why is it? Probably because he's an easy target and he's low on health now. I guess we'll keep... Ooh, 2. That's right. This will heal for 2 sometimes. Though apparently not often enough. Chop you down. By the way, this Bulwark of Faith, torch +5, plus 20 protection. I haven't used it much, but I have used it before, and it does seem to be pretty good. We are out of freaking... We're going to drop this. We can open this or use a key, and I think the key would usually unlock a hidden compartment, but I don't have one. But, oh, it's trapped. Oh, I resisted it, though. And we got some scouting, which is nice. We have one more hallway battle and possibly another hallway battle and another room battle. So let's keep going. You interact with this. A decorative urn. This could be really good. Has nothing but ashes. Sometimes they do things and they buff up your guys, which is what this guy obviously needs. Let's torch it up in a hope of surprising the enemy. And let's hope it's like maggots and stuff. That's not too bad. Matthias. Take him out right now. Big grape shot blasts. Oh, your aim. Get on it. I guess we'll just crit that guy for 9 and kill him.
With impunity.
Oh, keeping the stress down is
Well
nice.
struck.
Yeah, go for somebody that's not Matthias. And miss. That's also really good. Big grave nibbles from the little maggots. There's a good chance we can just kill this guy. Oh, jeez. I'm thinking we heal. But part of me wants to just kill these things so that stuff like that doesn't happen to stuff like him. And he's been blighted? No, he resisted it. Okay, why don't you kill this guy? Good job. I'm proud of you, Matthias. Hang in there, buddy. We're going to get you through this. You're going to be okay. I promise. I shouldn't make that promise. No, I do promise. If he dies, then he can't really hold it against me because he'll be dead. That was a big old crit, though. Taking down some of the stress. Some of these guys are going to need to go in for some serious stress relief. Matthias, though, I got to say I'm impressed with his resolve. It's steely. He's been almost dead for a bit, and his stress isn't, well, crazy low, but it's not super high either. I'm going to do the stupid thing. The maiden swing shot on its own, trapping the hero. Look, spikes. Oh, I'm claustrophobic now. Severe fear of enclosed spaces. Maybe I should not be claustrophobic, but maybe I just should be afraid of Iron Maidens because they're dangerous torture devices. Maybe just don't fuck around with those. You don't have to be afraid of every enclosed space. More scouting? No fights. That's good. That's good. The last fight, though, that might be the worst fight. Before I enter the room, I am going to eat the last bit of food. I'm going to give it all to Matthias because every time you eat, you get 1 or 2 health. The urn has nothing but ashes, unfortunately. Matthias, you're my guy. Don't fuck this up. Oh, you're the best, Matthias. You earn this. You disarmed 2 traps. There's 1 health, 1 health, 1 health, 1 health. We don't have to worry about hunger events coming up. We should use our torches. All of your provisions you can't take with you anyway. Here comes. Final battle. Let's do this. Wow, first episode, a little bit of a long one, but that's okay. And we surprised them, so I say we just bash him. We bash him good. This guy. Oh, thank you. And now we can get this guy, hopefully. Do it, Matthias. Stab him. Stab him, and we'll blight him with this guy. Bam. Oh, he dodged it because he's a son of a bee. But we'll dazzle. Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing they were surprised because my guys don't seem to know how to hit anybody. Okay, the stress is mounting. The stress is mounting. It seems to go up quicker than you can ever really make it go down. Okay, big kills. Nice job. He was already went that turn, but that's okay. You're gonna get a splash of like steaming hot. I imagine whatever that gets splashed in their face sucks a lot. That would probably stress anybody out. Look at this creepy skeleton dude. Yeah, you die. Oh, big
devastating blow.
Devastated. Good. What's the big 2 up here even mean? I'm not too sure. Is that like the what round of combat it is? Because I've literally never noticed it. You should be not too much trouble, I would suspect. And you might actually get stunned right here. which would be really good. Anyway, so yeah, Tea Party, check them out. Great band. And they did just recently get back together like this year or last year. Came out with a new album. I don't really know it. I like their classic stuff, but they were great live. They were absolutely great live. By the way, this guy's going to survive. I don't have to worry about healing him now because they all get healed up at the end of a dungeon. Unfortunately, their stress doesn't actually go away though, so you still have to deal with that. This might be enough. He might be, yeah, he's got like 6 of the blight, and yeah, he's dead. And we got a bust, another onyx, and we made some pretty good money, and another jade. Well, a onyx, our first one, and another jade. Nothing left to even explore in this dungeon, as you can see. Quest complete. We are going to exit the dungeon. Good job, Andrew, Matthias, Allison, and Naomi. Good job, all of y'alls. We can just click next. We don't have to watch that stuff count up, but I usually tend to like to, just to see how much I made. I got Slayer of Eldritch, which is increased accuracy and crit to Eldritch monsters. This guy's obsessed with killing, which I don't really know why that's a bad thing, because you're going to be doing a lot of it. Well, this girl. And Naomi, stud hitter. That's real bad. Stun resist, plus 15%. Okay, let's return to town, and that is going to actually wrap it up for this episode, guys. Oh, I will go over real quick. These are our quest goals. We want to defeat, these are some bosses: Apprentice Necromancer, Swine Prince, Wizened Hag, and then a normal Necromancer, Swine King, and a Hag, and then the Necromancer Lord, a Swine God, and a Hag Witch. And then we have some roster goals, which is just leveling up all of our different available classes so far, up to 6, which all of these will take quite a bit of time. These will show up in later dungeons and stuff like that. So we have now unlocked the Tavern and the Abbey, which are both good for stress relief, which we might do. And we leveled up Allison and Naomi to level 1. And we vanquished many monsters in the ruins. Go us. Good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to check my stagecoach. Yeah, I'll check these guys out a little later, but I'm a little excited because we have a Hellion and another Highwayman. And Jesters I don't really think are that great, but perhaps I just don't know how to use them properly. Okay, so that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, as it does help out quite a bit, especially with the beginning of a new series. And to see more stuff, check out my channel. My name's Vicarious Viking. You guys have a great day, and I will see you later.